you see, when you watch the walkthrough of the DeoGenZ, you don't know what you're gonna walk into. Maybe one day you walk into Vladimir Z, the next day you walk into Bill Cosby. Hey guys, I'm DeoGenZ. I'm nuts. Anyway, let's go to the Pokemon Center. I normally cut this kind of stuff out, but I realized there are some valuable shopping items to pick up here. So we're going to want to heal our Pokemon before we go battle Elsa. And now we can check out the items. I don't think there's anything good over here. No, but we will want to pick up some Paralyze heals just before we go to the gym, because paralysis is a problem. Or at least it always seems to be when you don't have a Paralyze heal. But when you do, Murphy's Law, you never get paralyzed. So here are some good TMs that you might want to pick up. I recommend Gyro Ball out of all of them, just because I don't worry about my Pokemon's happiness, and that's what Frustration and Return are based off of. But Gyro Ball depends on the Pokemon's weight that you're attacking. So when you want to take down some heavy rock type or fighting type Pokemon, some fat ass, then you can definitely use Gyro Ball. Let's check out this gym! It's beautiful. It's a roller coaster ride. And I recommend that always when walking into a gym you talk to that guy. Even though he doesn't have as useful information as I'm about to give you, he will give you fresh water at every gym battle. Or maybe I should specify, not at every gym battle, but every time you walk in there for the first time, he'll give you a fresh water. So that's an easy item to pick up for 50 health points revival. And again, we're going to speed up the battles here, just because we want to fit it all into one episode. Now, in previous episodes, I recommended that you raise a Sandile or a Dweeble. And it works out well for us because Emolga over there, or Emolga, sorry, thinking about its Japanese name, is electric flying type. And this gym is full of those critters. So your ground type moves with your Sandile aren't going to be as effective. But as you're watching, my Girder's Rock Throw is doing some good stuff. So if you decide to raise a Dweeble instead, remember it's a rock/bug type Pokemon, you'll have a rock type move right off the bat. So if you didn't want to raise a Timber and have Rock Throw or Rock Slide later on, then you can have the option of raising the Dweeble. I forgot the fact that it was filled with flying/electric type Pokemon, because they're resistant to ground type moves. They're not affected. Aha, but here we go, Blitzel. I'm going for pure power here with my Girder, but you can take him out a lot easier by using a ground type move. Slap, 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 and you're done. I have to say, this is probably my favorite gym in the Unova region. I love the design. However, I do feel it would be cooler if Nintendo went full-on exclusive for Black and White, gym to gym, and made slight graphical changes. Instead of having this nighttime, Carnival Zone, Sonic-esque world roller coaster in both versions of the game, you could keep it exclusive to Black and have more of an environmental and elemental type roller coaster in White. It would be cool. Maybe you could make it on, I don't know, tree bark. That could be the rails that the roller coaster ran on. All ideas for the future generations, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore since the two versions that are opposing are already out. But hey, it would have been cool. Yeah, I was really surprised that really at this level in the Pokemon stage that they're not getting more exclusive with their titles. I mean, come on, Nintendo. We've been doing this over a decade, this little song and dance of having 3 of the same game come out. Now, I will commend you on saying that you're not creating a Pokemon Gray, although I will admit I don't fully believe you there. But still, I will commend you on the statement there. No, damn it! Ah! Freaking talking and not paying attention. But I'll commend you on the statement there. But still, why don't you guys get more exclusive in the titles? I honestly didn't buy Pokemon White. Usually I would buy both versions of the same game, but I just said enough is enough. I cannot be buying multiple copies of the same game with minor graphical changes. And especially now in a day and age with GTS, where it really doesn't matter what version of the game you get. You have online friends to play with that will surely help you in your Pokédex quest. It's never been easier to fulfill the Pokédex, although I doubt I'll ever go back to doing that. I did it only once in Pokemon Diamond. That was back in the days when all those expansive features of connectivity were just coming out, so I was really excited to try them out. But what do you guys think? Leave in the comment section below your opinions on what they could have done in Black and White to make it more city versus nature. You know, I remember the first few screens I saw. Woohoo! Love that loop-de-loop of Black and White, and it was of Black City and White Forest, and I believe Oplucid City too, because that also has changes. But I didn't understand why they didn't keep it going throughout. Why is it only one city or two cities that have differences in their graphics? Why couldn't you have done the whole game like that? Very perplexing to me. So now let's take on Elsa, the electric pain in my ass. And she's sure to be a pain in yours if you don't get the right strategy, so listen up. I think it's unanimously agreed upon all Poké players that Emolga is one of the most annoying Pikachu ripoffs of them all. What makes him one of the most annoying is the fact that he's an electric/flying type. Yep, he may be an adorable flying squirrel, but that does not bode well in your battle with Elsa. She holds two of these little fuzzy creatures, and we can heal our Pokemon too. That's right, we've got powers of potions in our pouch. Like I said in the previous episode, guys, you want to bring some Paralyze heals and Super Potions along to this battle, because it's going to get intense. What she likes to use there is Volt Switch, and she'll probably mainline this as her strategy if you don't have super effective moves against her. And what it does is basically a powerful U-turn attack. Hits us with some electrical damage, and then they get sent back to Elsa, where she switches out another one that can do the exact same thing. Now these two clowns of flying squirrel Pokemon aren't the only Pokemon she has. She does have a fiercer Zebstrika, and that can pose a problem to grass Pokemon, just as a warning to anybody who wants to use their Servine or Snivy, whatever it is at this point in the game for you, against her. She has Flame Charge on Zebstrika, so you're going to want to avoid that. I'm just going to go Powerhouse method here, since they want to keep attacking me with physical moves. And why not just bulk up the defenses? I really love bulk up as a stat raising move. I often don't use those kind of moves. I feel that they waste turns in walkthroughs in the main game series. But I'm finding it increasingly necessary in Black and White to use those kind of supporting moves rather than just hitting them hard and fast, which was my past strategy for pretty much the whole franchise of Pokemon. So it's excellent. I love that Black and White changed my strategy. It's revealing to me the importance of supports. After all, if supports weren't important, why would Girder be holding girders? Support your Pokemon with steel structures and super potions, and they should be packing the punches. Also, you don't have to use a girder here. I've recommended in the past episodes that you pick up in the desert route, Route 4, or the Desert Resort, which is a little northwest of that. If you pick up a Dweeble, which is a bug rock type Pokemon, it'll serve very well here. I recommend you teach it the TM28 Dig, which can be picked up. Wow, that's powerful when bulk ups are added. Whew. One hit KO. I slapped that fool and made him look silly. Jeez, it made all my boistering of its stats in this earlier part of the fight look like misinformation. But now we come down face to face. Nowhere to switch out to with that Volt Switch? Yeah, you can use it. but it won't affect us. Ha ha ha. So that's totally overpowering the scene with Gerda's bulky weights of steel-wielding mastery. But if you want to have a much simpler affair at this battle, I definitely recommend picking up Dweeble. It's really the prime Pokemon for this match, using Rock Throw to take out the Emolga, and using Dig to take out Zebstrika. Just make sure you keep it bulky, and that's our 4th badge, guys. Woohoo! We have 4 badges, so now Pokemon we get in trades, which won't matter for me in this LP, will be able to be raised at level 50. They won't disregard all of our orders. And TM72, that annoying move Volt Switch. You know, I bet that if it wasn't for Volt Switch, I wouldn't have minded Emolga so much. I think the concept of the Pokemon's pretty cool, but it is really hella annoying to battle. And the fact that this whole gym is full of them, it's great training for getting up to Elsa. So if you can't handle those Emolga within the trainers in this gym with ease, you might want to give your Pokemon some more training before you fight the gym leader. I'm DeoGenZ, and I'll see you next time.